What's with his laugh?
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend of me, Clive.
I have.
The best.
I am the best friend. I'm the bestest of friends.
What do you want?
Bro, you just said we were best friends. You're supposed to say, hello, bestest friend. How are you doing today? How's your day going? Oh, you're having a rough day? How about I make you something super awesome? Not what you want. Alright.
And?
Nothing. Nothing else, Blackthorn. I'm on my way.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
Molly's lemon tarts.
Canva lost.
It can't be
Yes.
true.
Can we read Miss Editor's story for a lesson?
The scouts found no survivors. Yeah, everybody in Canver died except for Mid.
How was she? The Enterprise, I mean.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away.
Oh, look at that.
May I present to you the Telemon furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
It's not bad, actually. It looks pretty
She's
good.
a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
Unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
That's funny.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just
Okay.
buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And
Make
I
some
reckon I
more
know
room.
how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
Stretchy.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
Ding, 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 ding.
So, what do you reckon?
So,
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
is it a bag
They'll
of
hardly
holding
believe
now?
their eyes, I'm sure.
Even weirder science completed. Nice. Expanded potion satchel. Nice. Nice. We can carry 8 with 2 Ds. These achievement names, though. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. I think that's all the mandatory stuff, right? Now there's some new hunts. We got a ton of side quests to do. Let's see if we can prog the main quest just a teensy tiny bit more.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
I reckon we're better off not knowing.
A 12-hour stream,
How may I
yes.
help you today, Clive?
Has it gone from
Your
24
benefactors
to
are a
12?
generous lot.
Ooh, 2,500 ability points.
You earned this.
Nice. Who said these weren't worth? I guess people weren't paying attention, huh?
All done?
Let's see. $12 hours so we don't exhaust the streamer. Oh, that's so very nice. Thank you. I don't really need to master any of these except for the one Garuda ability I have. I guess I'm at a point where I don't really need more ability points unless I want to master something to put it on, like, second slot. So, if that's the case, maybe I should master Judgment Bolt. Because that's a pretty good single target damage, sorry. So I might need that for a boss later. So maybe we'll start upgrading that. Do 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 do. Or maybe I'll just sit on the points so I know I have them. I do kind of want to try Flare Breath later. It does seem interesting. Alright, let's see what new hunts are available for me to die to. Oh, another S rank. Is this one easier? Is this one easier than the dragon? Let's see. Let me see what level this one is. Oh, this one's level 45. Whereas the dragon is level 50. Okay. I might actually be able to do that one. Oh yeah, there's a few level 45 S ranks. Oh, am I supposed to do those first before I do the dragon? Well then, whoops. You think only the dragon is 50? Yeah, it does seem that way.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
I'm
Please tell
here.
me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
Nope.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
Did you just try to do a
As soon as
joke?
the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Okay.
Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed.
Well, he's
Barnabas
crazy.
was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm.
So, is he
Note
not...
that this was in the year 843.
Is he
and
not
that
from
the king
here?
still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
I was gonna say, we've already been there. We know where to go.
You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Are they? Yeah, we have some fireworks going out outside the building, so.
What will it be today?
So
What
I
is it
need
that
to
you wish
check
to
on my
learn?
relationship
Of course.
status with. Hey, we've been upgraded, chat. Sid and Jill are now officially in love. Which means one of us is gonna die. No. Look at that. We're officially in love. It only took 50 hours. You meant here? You're going deaf? Oh no. Quick, put in your noise canceling headphones. Yeah, so he's an Edgy? Iggy? Whatever. He's a creation of Odin. You remember how Garuda could make Charuda and Supurna, I think? True, Tractor. It is actually a pretty reasonable amount of time, yeah. It's not that bad.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Put on
How
Beats
do
by
you
Dre, please no.
Split the sea.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
In game time, though, it's been like 20 years. It has been almost 20 years for them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you recommend?
A shirt. Did she just say a shirt?
Mid said I can ride these.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as
Oh,
the
the
Crystalline
Iron?
Orthodox.
Wait,
The Iron Bloods?
you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I
No.
must accompany you to Waloed.
No.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us.
You stay here,
Though in this
Josh.
case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Speech.
If it please you.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going.
Wait, really?
And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
Bet your ass I do.
Ah, a name
I'd
comes
still
to
borrow
mind.
some of Lady Vivian's maps, though, just in case, like.
Yeah, that's
Once you
probably a
dropped
good
us off at the
idea.
Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Oh, do they not know that I took Shiva yet? Oh.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Okay.
Of course.
Thought I might grab myself a mug of Maeve's mead. Settle me stomach, you know, before we take to the high seas.
You know.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
We'll see. Wait, where did Yote go? She was literally right here. Suspicious. She just keeps disappearing. I do not trust. Let's see. There was one thing I wanted to look at about Odin. They say he came from past the southern seas, which would suggest that he's not from this continent and just came and took over Ash. And he hasn't aged in the last 40 years either. So, one second. Let me see this. Unless they mean like from the southern part of Ash.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise next.
Let me just see.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Bing.
What subject shall we consider today?
After journeying to Valistia from the outer continent as a young man, he led his people in overthrowing the kingdom of Veldermark that once ruled northern Ash. Yeah, so he's not from here. Oh. When did the blight start? Does it say anywhere? Brand removal, airship branding, self bear, slave bear, Akashic. The bonds of consciousness. The fellow feeling that binds a person with those they love and who love them. So long as these bonds remain strong, so too does humans' grip upon their will. Ultima has cast Primogenesis in order to sever those bonds, and that humanity might lose their wills and turn Akashic, and that his vessel might be perfected. Okay, so obviously if they don't lose their will, they can fight turning Akashic longer. Interesting. Storm, Ballistea, Ash. The Apothecary. I wonder if the ancestral communion that happens, though, links you to Ultima. Huh. Huh. Because who are you communing with in that case? If all of the icons are supposed to be servants of Ultima originally, right? Now I just have a billion more questions. This is not answering anything. The Blight. I'm still looking for information about the Blight. Mysteries of the Realm? Which we just were in. Yeah, they only really have anything is about the Deadlands. They don't have anything in particular about the Blight. So I'm assuming it's probably going to be one of these mysterious boxes. Beast. Okay. You know what I kind of wish they had? Phonetics for how to pronounce things in the game. Like in these screens here, you could just kind of play how their name is supposed to be pronounced. That would be nice. He wills Clive to absorb other icons that his vessel might be perfected. Yeah, you're creepy, dude. Oh, so Moss the Chronicler was actually looking into Ultima beforehand. Ah,
The door to
I
the
see.
shelves shall ever be open.
Makes it